Then I came up with the idea of Salesforce. Now, this is a company we have not yet discussed on Hot Stocks. It is a company that provides enterprise cloud computing solutions, which is applications as well as desktops. It's focused on the professional services and customer relationship management industry. So really what it is, it's software as a service. It's totally cloud-based. Companies buy access to the service in order to improve their productivity and their customer experience by utilizing their systems and forms that get specifically designed for their business process. Quite an interesting company, quite a colorful CEO, Mark Benioff. He's a good follow on Twitter. We're talking about a company with a market capitalization of $47.29 billion. So that's not like in the first division in the United States of America, but it's pretty damn hefty by our standards. Not currently profitable, so no profit to earnings PE ratio and no dividend yield. Let's get the graph up there. You can see it's been a pretty successful story, maybe a little bit wobbly at the end there, but everybody's had a bit of a rough start to 2016. It's getting a little bit of a bounce. What do you think of these guys, Lance? Would this be a company you think people should consider owning in international portfolios?
Yes, I think so. It really is considered to be at the forefront of the cloud computing movement. They're almost one of the founder members of it. So they've got a head start in the space, a lot of intellectual capital. And what they're able to do is also spot trends and buy smaller companies because of their market capitalization and their access to capital.
I saw they bought like work.com, which was a company called Ripple, data.com, which used to be called Jigsaw.
Yeah.
So they would find some people who are doing something unique and different and have a different kind of customer base and then buy them in, add that to the suite of products offered.
Correct. So they R&D almost becomes M&A, and that's how they do it. With the access to capital, they have these bolt-on acquisitions, and they really can get access to the latest thinking. So they are considered the #1 cloud computing company in the world, in fact. And a lot of the other companies are trying to catch up. Microsoft, for example, trying to catch up, move their services to the cloud. Service as a software is really the catchphrase that we use here. So you're seeing that delivered more and more, but Salesforce is considered to be the leader.
So just to clarify, so a company that's in, say, manufacturing or that has a big account billing system like a telecommunications company, they might use SAP as like their core production management system and accounts. But then these Salesforce applications sort of plugs in, and then your call center staff would have screens running on Salesforce off the cloud, accessible anywhere.
Correct.
It can be escalated, so they can say, well, look, this customer's really having a bad day. I'm going to escalate this one to like our team of super management can start getting involved. And then you can see how it gets resolved and how it gets passed backwards and forwards.
Yes, and it's almost like these companies have a land grab attitude, and they could turn on and off the profit spigot when they want to. Amazon was a very good example. Also become big in cloud computing, more the infrastructure provider. So it's almost as if Salesforce are looking to dominate the space, and when they want to, then they can make profits. So the company has had a good run. It's very highly rated by the analysts overseas. Most of them rated it as a buy because of this movement, the trend, really capitalizing on it.
But similar to Amazon, what you're buying here is a company and its brand and its CEO and its position in the market, no profits to report on, or maybe occasional profits, sort of like they can make profit by mistake occasionally.
yes, in case they turn the sort of marketing budget down. But really is one at the forefront, and if you want to be in the space, Salesforce is the cloud computing company at this point in time.
Okay, so if you got into them back in the day in 2004 when they did their IPO, then it's been a huge win for you. The question, I guess, is does one come in and buy them now? I mean, you seem to be saying they've got it all, they've got the integration with social media, so they pick up when someone's tweeting about them. And then that integrates into and creates a trail and starts suggesting that call center staff must get onto them. They send people these mini surveys. It's all happening. Still hot for you?
Yes, hot on this one. It's quite speculative, so I wouldn't spend all my money on it. But yes, it has, I think, a place in the portfolio in that sort of more speculative space.
Good. Okay, I'm going to go hot on it as well. That's fun to talk about something that's new and we haven't covered before.